All right, let's play a game. Can you see the difference between the GH6 and the S5 II? This is a GH6 and S5 II autofocus jam session, starting with this talking head as scene 1.
You ain't never seen nothing like this. Never thought it'd be so enticing. Oh, it'll pull you in with a tight grip. Shines like a diamond, bright when the light hits. Oh, shifting your senses, lifting you up to a different dimension. You see it, you feel it, it grabs your attention. Open your eyelids, you've never seen anything like this.
So here's the rules for this little jam session. I've put these clips into different scenes, and within each scene, there is an A cam and a B cam. A cam and B cam could switch between the GH6 or the S5 II for each scene. So for example, A cam could be the S5 II for scene 1, but the GH6 could be the A cam for scene 2. I'm not saying they are, but that's just an example. The cams will stay the same for the entire scene. So if you think you have what it takes to see the difference between the GH6 and the S5 II, go to the comments and let me know which cam you think is which for each scene. Then in 1 week, I'll do the reveal video and you can see if you got the scenes right. Now in this video, I'm definitely not trying to say get one camera over the other. They're both amazing cameras and might be used in different ways, but seriously, you can't go wrong with either one. And I'm definitely not trying to prove anything with this video, even though I'm sure the S5 II autofocus outperforms the GH6, but also I really wanted to see how they did because I've not compared the two autofocus systems yet at any point since getting my hands on the S5 II. And if you're familiar with my channel, you know that my vids are not super scientific, but if you're new here and want to learn more about Lumix cameras, make sure you hit that subscribe button. So on the GH6, I'm using the full area human detect in mode 2. And I have the autofocus speed set to 0 and the autofocus sensitivity set to 0. And the lens that I'm using is the Leica 12-60 at 25mm to get that 50mm look. And then on the S5 II, I'm using full area human detect, also in mode 2 with the autofocus speed at 0, autofocus sensitivity at 0, and I'm using the Lumix 20-60 at 50mm. So on both cams, to keep it consistent, I wanted that 50mm look. And also on both cams, I want you to know this is not a color test. This is not a stabilization test. This is an autofocus test. So I definitely wanted the settings as close as possible on both cams. And so both lenses have the same exact variable ND filter on them, which is a KNF concept. And technically these lenses, they're really both kit lenses. So if you did happen to purchase one of these cameras, this probably would be a lens that would come with that kit. So all of these scenes are shot at 4K 23.98 frames per second at 420 10-bit long GOP. And for all of these scenes as well, I shot in Vlog because I thought, you know, maybe I should put a little bit of strain on these cameras when testing out the autofocus. But other than that, the settings are pretty vanilla. I'm gonna come a little bit closer to you. All right, now just put the camera down and smile. Nice. A really cool shot. So again, do you have what it takes to determine the autofocus between the S5ii and the GH6? Let me know down in the comments which cam you think is the A cam or B cam for each scene. And remember to check out the reveal video where I give all of the secrets on which cam was which for each scene. Now, if you think you're good at this and want to play another game, make sure you check out the video popping up on the screen.